Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90@9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, interest rates are rising despite the political tensions. Somewhat surprisingly, however, American inflation expectations eased a bit in January, falling from 6% to 5.8% as the expected inflation over the next year in the very large New York Fed National Survey. This is the first decline in short-term inflation expectations since October 2020. Similarly, median 3-year ahead inflation expectations increased by 0.5 percentage point to 3.5%. The decline in median-term inflation expectations was broad-based across age, education and income groups and is the largest one-month decline in this measure since the inception of the survey in 2013. And the yield on the benchmark 10-year Treasury note rose a grain above 2%, and the 2-year 10-year yield curve fell to its flattest since July 2020, as bets for a 50 basis point rate hike from the Fed increased again. St. Louis Federal Reserve President Bullard has reiterated his call for 100 basis points of hikes by the end of June during an interview on CNBC. Meanwhile, another Fed official, Lester George from the Kansas City Fed, said the central bank should consider selling bonds from its $9 trillion asset portfolio to address high inflation and guard against harmful effects that can result from rising short-term interest rates above long-term rates. The cross-border traffic between Detroit and the Canadian city of Windsor is returning to normal after the bridge crossing the Detroit River reopened following a week of demonstrations. And in India, their inflation rate rose to 6% in January, up from 5.7% in December. It's a 7-month high, and food inflation is rising within it. The US Treasury 10-year yield opens today at 2% and 8 basis points higher than this time yesterday. And the price of gold starts today at $1,862 an ounce, up another $3 from this time yesterday. Given the political tensions, you might have thought that the gold price would be rising faster. And oil prices are holding high at just over $92 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is mostly softer at $93.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar will open today at 66.1 US cents as the greenback firms. Against the Australian dollar, however, we've slipped to 92.8 Australian cents, and against the euro, we're holding at 58.5 euro cents. That means our trade-weighted index starts today lower at just on 70.8, but back to where it was a week ago. And the Bitcoin price is up a minor 0.9% since this time yesterday, now at $42,679. Interestingly, a huge surge in crypto ads during the American Super Bowl seems to have had virtually no influence in demand or prices, unless it stopped them falling. We welcome your feedback. Leave a comment below or on our website. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90@9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.